Welcome back to Willie's Garage, and welcome back to part 4 of Coyote swapping my Fox Body Mustang. As you can clearly see, I've got fender, hood, bumper off in preparation to pull this engine. So stay tuned, it's coming out. It is the day that this engine is coming out and will not be going back in because we got the Coyote going in. We are going to start the engine removal by actually removing the hood, fenders, bumper, headlight first, just so we can get some stuff out of the way, better lighting for working and better lighting for filming, and then just ease of access. And also for later, when I actually go to remove the engine, I'm actually going to remove it from the bottom side. So with that, I'm going to start with removing the engine, fenders, bumper, headlights. Like I said, here we go. Alrighty, before I remove this hood, I'm going to mark it with a marker, just so when I go to put it back on, it lines back up somewhat decently. Alrighty, I've got the fender almost off here. I just got one last little stud right there that's not coming out. So yeah, we're gonna get rowdy with it. That wasn't supposed to happen. Alrighty, not like I thought it was going to go, but did get that fender off. And now that I know how to get the fender off, I'm going to try and not so savagely get this one off. There's a few things in here I'm gonna have to take out before, well, I guess not, technically I don't have to take it out before, but it'd be easier if I did. The windshield washer reservoir here and these horns. Looks like I gotta take the horns out from the engine bay side. It looks like it's somewhere back behind the battery there. So I'll take that battery out real quick and then move back to the inner fender wheel. So the game plan with removing this engine and trans is, as you can clearly see, looks kind of weird. The car is on jack stands and some ramps. That's because I'm going to be removing the engine and trans from the bottom of the car. And I'm going to essentially lift the front end of the car up so I can slide the engine trans out from the bottom. I'll be lifting it with the cherry picker. So no clue if this is gonna work. I saw a little YouTube short of a guy doing this a couple months ago. So I'm assuming it works, but we'll see. It actually seems more convenient and easier to do it this way, especially if I'm going to be going in and out with this engine, fitting it up in the car. So that's the game plan right now. I'm gonna drain fluids, mostly just coolant. I'll probably, well, I don't really have any containers to put any fluids in, so I'm probably not gonna drain any more fluids. So trans and oil, engine oil will just stay in there. But anyway, rambling on, let's get to it. Quit jibber jabbing. I'm going to get this coolant drained, probably just remove the radiator shroud, leave the radiator in for now, and then move on to suspension, get underneath the car, drive shaft, all that jazz. But let's get to it. Alrighty, GoPro battery died, so probably a good time to give you guys a little update. At this point, I'm kind of just disconnecting anything that I see that needs to be disconnected. I've got quite a bit disconnected. Heater hoses, I ended up having to cut one off because it melted itself on there. I got a vacuum line disconnected. I don't think that one went to the engine. Actually, that one's for the AC controls. We got a bunch of wires disconnected in here. This is for the AC clutch. Speaking of AC, I do need to get this line and this line disconnected. Got the intake out, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just cruising along. So I think I'm gonna set you guys up in a new spot and then keep moving along. Well, actually, I think I'll show you guys these AC lines. Got an AC line fuel disconnect kit, install kit, or I guess just disconnect kit. And over here, these ones are AC and fuel line tools. So I grabbed the, what size is this? 1/2 inch. Gonna go wrap it around. I guess I'll, actually, you guys probably can't see that one. Wrap it around. Oh, this one's actually too small. That one works for the bottom, not the top. Let's grab this one. This one's a 5/8. Get it on there. Push in. It should pull right out. There we go. Cool. So that AC line is disconnected. Whoop. And then obviously the same thing for this one. Cool. There you go. Little how-to. Let's see, what else? Oh, I got this vacuum block. Oh, I got the alternator disconnected. And actually I moved those wires somewhere. Oh, they're out here. Just put them through the air intake. This also went to the alternator and also goes to the starter solenoid, which I feel like is kind of weird. It should just go straight back to the battery, but well, I guess it's all on the same lug that the positive battery's on, so I guess that makes sense. At this point, I'm gonna crawl underneath the car and exhaust, drive shaft. Alrighty, as you can see, I'm underneath the car, and I'm trying to show you, but it's really tight under here. Here we go. I need to get that bolt off that exhaust flange right there. That goes up to the header, or the collector on the header. But that O2 sensor is in the way. But as you can see, there's some dents on there, and that wasn't from me. But I'm assuming somebody else already did exactly what I'm doing. And I already verified before the camera went on, but yes, that is exactly what somebody did. Oh, there we go. Cool. I thought about just cutting the exhaust, but it's a good exhaust. I'm just trying to keep all these parts somewhat nice. That way, if I wanted to reuse them on a cheap Fox body I find or something, then I don't have to buy new parts, and I can just reuse old ones. Surprised that actually came off. Hopefully you guys actually saw some of that. I'm not sure if you did. Oh. Hey, this one came off good too. Booyah. Okay, I'm gonna get the other side here. This side's not nearly as bad. Got some bolts down here, then get this exhaust out of the way. Alrighty, on to the last couple bolts of the exhaust. Cool. Hammer time.
Stop. Hammer time.
Nikes. Fuck, I'm not touching that thing. Get away from me. Get away from me! Yep. Got the exhaust out, and the transmission mount. There we go. The only shitty part now is Well, I guess I could just lay it on this. It doesn't really matter. But now I got access to this, which I need to... oh, huh. No wonder the speedo wasn't working. Funny. Alright, yeah. Anyway, trying to think. I guess I could just pull this out. No, I'll pull the drive shaft out next. Out. Oh, baby. There we go. Golly. Gee willikers. Fucking A. Booyah. Alright. And I'm gonna completely make sure not to put anything under the transmission so it doesn't catch any of the fluid that comes out. So, yeah. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Food looks pretty good. Damn it, I should actually put something there. Yeah, now that it stops, you know, whatever. Cool. Alright, drive shafts out. Alrighty, well, I think I'm, well, what time is it? 1:30, yeah. Well, yeah, I work second shift now, so I gotta get ready for work, do my real job. But yeah, made some pretty good progress today. Not bad, not bad. We will, well, I guess I will. Nobody else is here helping me. I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. Alrighty. Welcome back to day 2 of removing the 5.0 out of the Fox Body. I got a bunch of stuff done. While the camera was off, I forgot to, well, I didn't forget to, the batteries didn't charge for the GoPro, so I just went ahead and got a bunch of stuff done. It's just a bunch of monotonous stuff. Nothing you guys would really want to watch. But anyway, struts removed. Brake lines removed, sway bar disconnected, fuel lines disconnected, trans cooler lines disconnected, some more wiring, ground wires disconnected, some more plugs, oops, steering shaft disconnected, power steering line, trans cross member disconnected. And there, I still need to take that linkage off right there, and that should be the last thing really I need to do. And then I'm going to support the engine on the cross member over on either side here with some jack stands, unbolt everything, and then start slowly lowering the jack stands, or lifting the engine up with the jack, lowering the jack stands, to eventually get them onto the little furniture movers over there, and then start raising up the engine so we can scoot it out and get the engine out. But anyway, enough rambling, here we go. Okay, you guys starting to catch the drift of what I'm trying to do. I've got the whole entire engine transmission cross member held up by those jack stands right now, and then start unbolting them, unbolting the cross member here, and then bring the cherry picker over, hook it up here, lift the engine, or lift the car away from the engine. So that is the plan as of now. Okay, got the first two bolts out kinda ish. This one's already cocked in there, so that means cam member is starting to already move a little bit. But I think I'm gonna get the other side same bolts off and then move down to these ones, and that should be all of the bolts. So I guess what is that, 8 total bolts holding in the cam member, and it should be out. Okay, booyah. As far as I know, that should be it. Oh man, freaking hot. I guess it's not hot, it's humid. Oh. I'm trying to think of any other bolts where they might be, but I probably shouldn't get underneath the car anymore, but I think that was it. All right, I'm going to get all right. The camera kept wigging out. I don't know what it was doing. I think it was getting too hot, but I got the engine out finally. Big gaping hole and engine. So, was it easier getting it out of the bottom versus the top? Probably not. I would have probably just done it, removed it from the top versus the bottom. In hindsight, I guess, I don't know. But now that I'm thinking about it, then yeah, no. The way I did it, I wouldn't recommend. Leaving all this stuff on, would not recommend. Especially now because I'm gonna have to put that somewhere. I'm not gonna leave it like that. So now I'm gonna have to take all the parts off of it anyway, so yeah. To remove it, I would just remove it from the top, and then when you need to remove the K member and suspension, then you can do this setup I have here. But yeah, or get a lift, but I am going to keep it like this because that's how I'm going to get this in and out of there, mocking it up. After the camera cut out, there wasn't really much going on. I was just trying to figure out what it was hung up on, and then trying to figure out, because my freaking, now it's working, but my engine hoist would stop pumping, and then I couldn't go any higher. So I had like a 2x4 on the jack, that 2x4 pushing up on this so I can get it high enough so I can get the engine out to clear this over here. But one thing to watch out for if you are going to do it this way is that steering shaft. Just make sure it's completely disconnected, because it was getting hung up on mine and the engine was tilting and I couldn't figure out why it was tilting. It was just getting hung up right here. So that was really the only thing I guess worth mentioning about getting the engine out. Oh, I did actually have to put these up and support the front with the jack, just to get a little bit more clearance. But then I forgot to put them back down before I let the jack out, and I dropped the entire car. So that was cool. I just dinged up this corner mostly, but it's not horrible. I've already started banging it out a little bit. Once I get the condenser and radiator out, it shouldn't be too hard to get in there and straighten things out. Cool. Well, that's a wrap for this video. Sorry it wasn't a whole lot of filming or talking, but it's kind of hard to talk and do this stuff. It's my first time doing it, so I didn't really know what I was doing. So I was kind of trying to figure it out, talking to myself in my head versus the camera. But I guess I could just talk out loud and still figure it out. Anyway, hey, if you liked the video, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll catch you on the next one. Welcome back to today we are going to be removing the old Coyote, not old Coyote. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. Alrighty guys, we're going to alright, I may yeah, yeah. Coolant's about drained. I'm going to I'm just rambling on about nothing. Hopefully that plane isn't too fucking loud. Stupid aeroplanes. But yeah, after the cut,